Hey Luca, thanks again for having me answer these questions, and I hope you're staying safe. And that's what I'm doing. I'm at home right now. I've been working a lot from home. So let me just get started. My name is Zane Longar, and I'm a senior. This is my last semester at Lake Erie College, and I graduated from Madison High School. I'm local to the area. I know Luca's from Canada, so he's not from around here, but yeah, so I grew up probably 15 minutes away from Lake Erie College, and I currently work now at Progressive Insurance. I work in the Mayfield office, and I've been with Progressive for about a year now. I started my internship in 2019 going in, or no, 2018 going into 2019. I started there as a winter intern. I started in the claims control department. And the thing about that internship was there was a lot to do with data analytics, and me being an accounting major, I didn't really know where my skills really fit in there. But as I got acclimated to the environment and all the people that I worked with, it was easy to see where a lot of the accounting skills can translate into data analytics and stuff like that. So the steps I took to get to where I am today, I started off just like anybody else. I worked at McDonald's for 4 years, and after 2 years, I got promoted to manager. And that was like the first big step in my professional career moving forward. So even something as little as working at McDonald's, if you can make the best of it and show that you can progress up a ladder, I think it'll bode well for your future, and it definitely helps to build a lot with your resume. And resumes are very important when you're getting your first professional job. I know that if you don't have as many like extracurricular activities, it's nice to show that you have like a work history that they know they can depend on you. So who helped me receive the job? Who at Lake Erie College? So Professor Zemak encourages all of her students to go to career fairs, and I didn't want to go at first, mostly because I was scared. But you're prepared when you're at that state. Once you have your resume, you need to start handing it out. I think I went my junior. It had to have been my junior year, which was last year, and I went to the career fair. It was down in the Cleveland Convention Center, and I was handing out resumes, and I had a few of the accounting classmates with me, and we basically just went around to all the booths that had accounting or something similar related, finance. Just if there was anywhere that we thought our skills would fit, that's where we would go with those. And a lot of it was handshaking and getting business cards, and it was kind of like I was expecting that with like every booth. And then I got to Progressive, and they looked over my resume, and they saw that it was strong. I had a good GPA, I had a good work history, and so I got in contact with one of their recruiters, and they set up a phone interview at first, and then I went to their campus to have a 2-day interview process where we sat down with the managers and had dinner, and then the following day was a vigorous 8-hour interview process, which wasn't fun, very stressful, but we got through it and we got a job. So how do I think that Lake Erie College could do a better job of providing more internship opportunities? I know that Professor Zemak definitely helped me in my career. She helped me get into Zappatelli's Financial Services. That was my first real internship. And like I said, building your resume, this definitely helps, having internships in like related fields. So I definitely recommend getting an internship. Maybe it's not the one that you want at first, because I was in there for tax preparation, which I know everybody who's an accountant, they may or may not love taxes, but that's a stepping stone moving forward. And that's something that I took as a stepping stone, and it definitely helped me progress in my future. So I can't really speak for other majors quite the same, but I'm sure like if you talk to your professor and you're a strong student and you put in the effort, they have some contacts in the professional field, and if they don't, they can definitely point you in the right direction moving forward with that. So, do I have any tips to share with younger accounting students and or who would like to pursue a similar route to mine? So yeah, if if let's say you never had a job before and you weren't a manager at McDonald's, make sure you're in school getting those extracurriculars that you can add to your resume that make you look like a super strong candidate, because it's just another piece of paper to them. So if it's strong, they'll at least give it a second glance. And let's say you make it to the interview process, then you have an opportunity to make impacts, and that's what I did. I'm a people person, so also working on talking to people. And well, that's where the McDonald's experience helped me a lot, is I dealt with customers every day, so it definitely helped me talking to people and going through the interview process. Once you have those skills, also building and getting a good network of people in the professional field will definitely help. Just like I said with Professor Zemak, when I started at Zapatelli's, I used Rob, who was my manager at Zapatelli's, as a reference, and one of the recruiters knew Rob, so that also helped me strengthen my case for getting there. So just working on your connections. Set up a LinkedIn profile if you don't have one. I know it might not be exactly the most popular thing you may or may not have heard of it, but give it a shot. Start building your connections, and it'll pay dividends, I promise. So at Progressive, what do I do on a day-to-day basis? So at Progressive, I've been through 4 different rotations, which is a part of their program. I'm in the accounting rotation program. So basically, usually it's a 2-year program, and you stay in 4 different rotations for 6 months apiece. But they can't officially offer me a spot in the rotation until I have my degree, and I graduate in May. So I've been an extended intern. I've made myself available to be there, so if they needed help, I'd be there. So like I said, I started off in claims control. So I did a 4-month internship there, and then I moved over to IT control, where they had a shortage of people. I stayed there for 6 months, and then I went to tax after that, and now I'm in statutory reporting. And each of those jobs have very different tasks. So if you're in a claims control or a control department within Progressive, you're going to be responsible for a lot more data analysis. But when I was in IT control, there was more accounting mixed in, and that's when I really got engaged. To where, okay, these are where my skill sets really start to implement themselves, and I can make an impact. So, and then with tax, obviously my previous tax experience helped me a lot with that. And then statutory, it's been an adjustment. I just started there a few weeks ago, so I'm still learning. And that's the thing, is you're never going to stop learning, even when you're on the job. You think, okay, I got my degree, I'm set. No, you're going to do a lot of on-the-job training, all the book stuff. It's only going to get you so far. You really have to go there and learn, because each company is going to be specific to itself. It's going to have different nuances, different vocabulary, different terminology. It's going to be very different from what you've learned in textbooks. And so be ready for that, because that's something that I didn't expect at first, but it's definitely something that I'm taking with me moving forward, knowing that everything is different with each company that you go to. So what do I enjoy the most about my job? There's a really good culture at Progressive. They really love to take care of their workers, and the CEO, Trisha Griffith, she's very well regarded in the company and outside also. She ranks very high among CEOs. She does a good job at instilling a good culture there. There's a good culture. Everybody cares about each other. There's just nothing but a good culture. That's all I can really say about that. The people I work with are really great. They're there to help me learn, and if it wasn't for a lot of the mentors I had in my different rotations, I don't know if I would do as well. What do I enjoy the least about my job? So, like I said, with each group you're going to be in, there's going to be things that you like and things you don't like. So I think that if you can just change your mindset to, okay, let's just get through this. It's something that's going to come with each job. You're never going to like everything that you do, but just being a team member and make sure you're getting your side of the responsibilities done. Do I have any interesting, funny stories I have about work? So the first time I was an intern, when I was in claims control, my team, they did a lot of team building activities, which was really fun. And they took us to a Chinese restaurant, and one of the members on our team, his name's Henry Huang, and he was my mentor when I was in claims control. And he taught us how to write in Chinese our names in Mandarin, and I thought that was really cool. That was probably the best story I have working at Progressive so far. But thank you again, Luca, and let me know if I can do anything else for you, bud. Take it easy.